Greetings fam, imagine a 27-inch display that gives you incredible resolution, vibrant colors, and enough flexibility to serve both as a professional creative workstation and a gaming-ready monitor. If you're eyeing the KTC 5K 2K hydrogen phosphide, hang tight, because I dove into the specs and real-world impressions so you get the honest truth. Let's start with what this monitor brings to the table. The hydrogen phosphide features a 5120 x 2880 5K resolution. That's far sharper than typical 4K monitors at the same size, with extremely crisp text, smooth gradients, and plenty of detail for design work, editing, coding, or multitasking with many windows. The panel is IPS, giving wide viewing angles and consistent color across the screen, which matters if multiple people view it or you shift your seating position often. On color and visual quality, this monitor is factory calibrated to high standards. It covers 100% sRGB, 99% DCI-P3, and 99% Adobe RGB, which means colors are vivid and accurate for photo, video editing, design work, or creative tasks. It also delivers 1.07 billion colors, 8-bit plus FRC, supports HDR400, and offers a static contrast ratio of around 2000 to 1 with a typical brightness of 500 nits. So dynamic range and contrast are respectable, and details in shadows or highlights stand out well. What sets it apart for versatility is the dual-mode refresh resolution switch. You get 5K at 60 Hz, ideal for crisp, detailed work, or you can drop to 2K, 2560 x 1440, at 120 Hz for smoother gaming, video playback, or fluid UI performance. Connectivity-wise, it's robust. There's USB-C, 65 WPD plus DisplayPort 1.4, HDMI 2.0, plus USB-A ports and headphone output, so it works well with laptops, desktops, or consoles. In real-world use, whether for productivity, coding, content creation, office work, creative work, photo, video editing, design, or mixed usage, hydrogen phosphide brings real value for money. 5K. For creators who want detail and color accuracy without paying Apple-level prices, this monitor gives a level of sharpness and gamut that matches many high-end displays. That said, I'm keeping it real. There are trade-offs to be aware of. First, although 500 nits brightness and HDR400 are good on paper, this monitor, like many IPS displays, may struggle under strong ambient light or glare. HDR impact is modest compared to higher-end HDR monitors with 1000 plus nits. Reviewers note that while HDR content looks better than standard SDR, it won't match true cinematic HDR. Also, the dual mode means switching between 5K 60 Hz and 2K 120 Hz depending on what you do. For creative work, 5K 60 Hz is perfect, but for gaming or fast action you need to remember to switch to 2K 120 Hz. Otherwise you're limited to 60 Hz at 5K, which might feel less smooth for high FPS gaming. Another small catch: the stand, while functional, has limited adjustment, mainly tilt, and some users prefer to mount it with a VESA arm for better ergonomics or if they need height, position flexibility. So, is the KTC hydrogen phosphide worth buying? Yes, if your priority is sharp resolution, strong color, contrast, flexible usage, work plus creative plus casual gaming, and a high-quality display at a more affordable price than premium studio monitors. It's especially sweet value for designers, content creators, developers, or anyone who works long hours on screen and appreciates clarity and detail. If, however, your demands include top-end HDR with peak brightness, true 120 Hz at 5K, or ultra-precise professional color grading, for film, VFX workflows, then you might find its compromises: 60 Hz at 5K, moderate HDR, limited stand adjustability, a bit restricting. Bottom line, the KTC 27 inches 5K 2K monitor hydrogen phosphide strikes a strong balance between performance, versatility, and price. A smart pick for many users wanting a high-resolution, color-rich screen without overspending.